Understanding trauma-informed care and relational health begins with knowing how humans respond to stress. In this video, Alex, a pediatrician, and Sam, a mental health provider, discuss the body's stress response and begin to consider effective approaches for supporting individuals in challenging situations.
So, when we think about the stress response, we're talking about the ways in which humans respond to stress.
Yes, and humans have several stress responses. One of the first ones is freeze, where we just stop moving, hoping the threat won't notice us. It's really effective for small animals like mice, but not so much for humans. We're a bit too big for that to work.
Yes, freezing may not be the best choice. It makes sense that humans developed other responses.
Exactly. Because of this, humans evolved a more dynamic response called fight or flight, which is triggered by stress hormones like epinephrine and cortisol. When a threat shows up, you either fight it or run away. But humans aren't exactly built for fighting or for fleeing. We don't have claws or the ability to hide underwater, and there are many animals that humans can't outrun. Not necessarily the ideal response for us, leading to the next step in the evolution of our stress response, where things get interesting. Over time, humans evolved a response based on our greatest strength, our brains, and our ability to connect with others. It's called the affiliate response, also known as the tend and befriend response, and it's driven by oxytocin. The oxytocin doesn't necessarily make you better at dealing with the threat itself, but it helps you figure out if the people around you will be helpful or not.
So, it's about assessing the people around you to see if they'll help, instead of just focusing on the threat.
Right. If you sense danger and you recognize that the people around you will help you manage that, you will gather people toward you, forming support and decreasing your stress. But if you sense danger and that the people around you won't help you, you'll experience more distress. The key thing is, the most important part of the stress response is whether you can trust the people around you to support you. If you misjudge that, it can lead to big problems.
So, oxytocin is key in determining how we perceive the safety of others, and we respond to what we perceive either in a pro-social way, seeking support, or in a defensive way if we feel unsafe.
And the people who were best at recognizing social context, who could tell whether they were safe or not, were the ones who were most likely to survive and pass on their genes. If you feel safe, you develop positive pro-social thoughts and actions. But if you feel like people won't help, you go into defensive mode, which increases your distress.
It all comes back to understanding that relational health and how we interact with others plays a huge role in our stress responses and overall well-being.
And that's the heart of trauma-informed care, recognizing how essential these social connections are for healing. It's not just about what happens to you, it's about who's with you and how they respond.